I don't know if there's an episode that will really challenge you or that will really give you game on relationship dynamics like this one. If you want to know about how you can handle relationships, or you are in a relationship, or a serious one, this is probably going to be the best episode you're going to watch, because you get to sit down with me and Pastor Wandile and we break down everything concerning relationship dynamics. So do sit down and check it out, or go and check out the audio version.
Trust in your plans, trust in your process, trust in your plan.
Welcome again to that podcast with your favorite host, none other than Jorim, aka the Zim Dream Kid, Mr. Visionary.
Pastor Wandile right here. Welcome everybody. We missed you guys. We bring joyful greetings from Third Base and the team.
Yeah, and the whole team.
Yeah.
We've, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. We've been seeing some love. We appreciate you.
We really appreciate you and everybody that's been supporting us. It's truly shows that Christ in us is our hope of glory.
Hope of glory. So we thank you for doing the good stuff. Keep doing the good stuff.
Keep doing it.
The liking, the subscribing, the commenting, and the sharing.
Yeah.
And even if you see some of our short clips on other platforms,
you feel free to share them as well.
Feel free to share and comment and do the same stuff.
And remember, you comment to keep the engagement going, and as well, you comment to also give us our next topics and things, maybe
suggestions, and your remember, we're trying to hit 500 subscribers by June. And we'll pick one or two winners for those that keep they keep supporting, they keep sharing, they keep commenting. We've got a surprise match coming up. We've got a new collection that we are working on.
Yeah,
that one is going to be dope, so you might get something from us. So keep doing the good stuff. Let's get to that 500
subscribers. It's a win for all of us.
I'm sure you guys enjoyed the last episode. It was a blast. We had.
Yeah, it was.
We are still in the comfort of the Mr. Zimila's crib.
Yeah.
We're shooting another pod, and we decided to keep the ball rolling on the relationships.
So
that's why I'm wearing red. It's a month of love. You know what I'm saying?
I thought red was for danger.
Oh no, sir.
Yeah, we're still in the month of love, February, and we don't celebrate Valentine's Day specifically, but we celebrate love.
Yeah, because we
celebrate love.
We celebrate love.
Yeah,
we celebrate love. But if you are in love, if you're in a marital situation, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yes. I don't see any problem with that.
No, there's no problem.
Even maybe if you're seeing someone for a serious reason, yes. Yeah. I don't see anything wrong.
There's really no problem with it. It is what it is. If you do have a wife, celebrate her. This is her time. Buy her flowers, buy her good things. Do some stuff for your wife. And those that are also leading to marriage.
Talk about flowers on the last episode.
Yeah, my wife is putting that mindset in me. I'm not a flower guy initially. I don't do flowers. I don't do all that stuff.
Chocolate.
No, I do chocolate. I do chocolate. Just things like flowers, things that die. To me,
food dies in the stomach also.
At least it gives the body nutrients.
Chocolate.
Okay, but yeah, fine. So let's go to our topic today.
I'm sure she's watching. She's watching, and he's like,
I always lose the flower topic. So let's go to our topic today. It's all about relationship dynamics. Dynamics.
When we talk about that, what do you mean, sir? Relationship dynamics.
What is involved in making a relationship to succeed and work and be able to stand? So we will be talking about all the ups and the downs of relationships. So to begin the notes, I think we were just speaking on the topic of submission.
Yeah, wife, I think we touched that a lot on the last episode.
Wife submitting to a husband. That's the order of things. The husband loves the wife and the wife submits to the husband. That's where it all begins. That's where even our generation has missed it. So when it comes to the relationship and marriage, they don't understand the dynamic of submission and loving each other. I think even what I was thinking on, that I love you to a woman is important, but to a man, thank you is important.
Yeah, because considering from what we now know, that women fall in love, even when you're young, you realize women tend to fall in love with the words that you speak.
The
to
words
them.
you speak, the way you speak to them, they fall in love with what you say, the promises you give them. Yeah.
And as a dude, how you really value the woman, or how you fall more in love with how she respects you.
She submits, she respects,
yeah,
she
appreciates you.
the efforts you make. It might not even be something maybe you
super big. Yeah,
you have a billionaire, you buy a car, it's just you buy a chocolate and she's like, thank you, wow,
yeah,
so considerate, you're so loving, you're so what you get, because that's our way of showing love, when we provide for our women,
yes,
provide for our wives, and we buy stuff for them, we give them money, and and that's the thing now, where women also mess it, they take the money and they don't want to invest it back into the relationship. She takes it and keeps it for herself. You asked for.
But at what stage does she start investing? From the get go, when you start like meeting her, sir? Like, cause
I believe it's from the get go, sir. Maybe others would see it differently.
All right.
But for me, it's from the get go, because
from the day one.
Day one, sir.
I don't know, because I feel like
if she's truly vested in the relationship, or she knows that this is what we are building towards as a relationship, it's a marriage, or we are engaged, or in courtship, or we still seeking God towards it, she should invest in that relationship
from day one.
It's our relationship.
That's a challenge to you, ladies.
It's not my relationship. It's our
relationship. Yeah.
Well, yes, I'm the provider. I will give the money that you use for transport, whatever. But if you have a little bit extra, don't now sit on it and then tomorrow still ask for more from me. There should be days where you're like, no, but the one you gave me, I still have it. So I will use that. Just keep that and buy something maybe we will need, or eat or whatever.
Eat or later. And I think okay, so you encourage her, let's say, because the dynamics may be different in terms of like, maybe these are grown people, both of them are working, so even if she's working, she should spend a little bit of her own money on towards
she should
to relate the relationship.
She should spend some form of money to help the relationship, or invest in the relationship. I'm not saying now go out of your way and buy him a car or buy him a house or something like that. No, nothing major or big.
Some sort of appreciation.
If now we're saying, okay, we're going out for maybe to watch movies. Okay, we're going out on a date to watch a movie. I'll take care of the tickets. You can be like, okay, no, don't worry. I'll buy the drinks. I'll buy the snacks that we will eat in the movies.
Yeah,
I can do it all. Yes, very much true. I can pay for the ticket, buy the drinks, buy the snacks, but just for your own contribution into the relationship. Yeah. So you do that. Even if the money comes from me, I gave you the money. You still say, no, wait, don't buy it now. I'll use this. Our father told us a story about him and our mother, Reverend Dr. Kingsley, salute you, sir. So he told us a story and said there was a time where he used to give mommy money every week, or is it every day? And she would take the money. You get?
Oh, I remember the story.
She would take the money and then he would continue with what he was doing. And, he had abundance at that time. So they met a point in their life where he didn't have the abundance, or he met like a moment or a season,
a little dry season.
Yeah, dry season. And then he was like, hey, how will I do this now? And then mommy was like, oh, what are you stressed about? Don't worry, the money you've been giving me has been too much, so I've been keeping the
some
extra
of it. Yeah.
And then she pulled out a case with stacks of money. He couldn't believe it, that my word, we've got this amount of money in this house. You get? And then from that day, the way he saw mommy changed.
Yeah.
Because she invested in the relationship. She didn't waste the money that she was given. She wasn't doing things that were unnecessary. She put back into it. You get? When it was needed, she was there for it.
Yeah, I think in what women need to understand is they know this is always this topic that's always trending on social media. Like, what do you bring to the table?
Yeah.
Like in that instance, it's not really the value of money.
No. Money is
the brains,
the abilities.
that you brought to the table. That And the relationship dynamics, you should also bring some brains as a lady. It's not just all your beauty and everything.
No,
But you should also have like some type of knowledge, some type of a wisdom.
some form of, like, even for example, okay, the man gives you money and you start business with it. You do something that
You
will bring value to
bring
you
value
and
to
the
add
husband
value to the
or
husband,
to your
you know.
partner that you have at that point.
Not just taking away from him, sucking the life out of him, but actually adding value to what you guys are building. I think that's what's the beginning problem. Before we even enter to, I give you submission, you give me respect.
Yeah.
That the fact that it's always, I think married couples see it better in this way, that our relationship is us against the world, not us fighting
against each other. Yes, sir.
against the world.
Yes, sir.
Because when you are dating, it's always like a competition of performance. You know,
You want to do better.
You want
or
to do
You
better.
want to show off.
You
You
wanna-
wanna.
yeah, you
You're
know,
still trying to win her over.
over,
in
win
that
over,
way.
and start over. Yeah, which is good. But there's a point where you have to work together now.
Yes,
If you're going to
yes,
do a
yes.
long term something that's going to end up in a marriage. Let's say I'm talking to people that are looking
in courtship that are
towards,
serious
about, serious about what they're doing. That it's about you, not about you against each other, but it's that point of view is always lacking. It takes a mature eye to say, oh no, it's us against this.
And that's why, sir, I think it's also even important that when we do talk about relationships, that we also highlight that a relationship has to be done the right way.
Yes.
It has to be done the right way, because if you're doing it the wrong way, you won't be able to yield the maximum profits or benefits of that relationship.
So what would be the right way? If
The right way to do relationship is that if you are building towards marriage,
yeah,
that should be why we date. So.
why we date.
Because dating is basically, it's courtship, but courtship is like the godly dating, where it's dating under supervision, being overseen by your father, spiritual mother, maybe some leaders in the church, and also there's always that person that's always there when you guys are going out, and so that you don't sin and commit, But
And I would just like to say that okay, these are good guidelines to actually follow. But sometimes people might not have the same setup we have, so how do they operate that? Because it's not everyone that goes to KOM.
but the value of every relationship, so is not going or breaking the covenant before it's meant to be. You get, like, for example, now sleeping with her. That's a universal law. You can't sleep with a woman that you haven't paid for.
You paid for, right?
That's a universal law. You're not gonna sleep with her and then all of a sudden you realize I don't really like her. She's got attitude, or she doesn't give back to the relationship. Then why did you sleep with her in the first place?
Okay, so universally the best thing is to no sex before marriage.
No sex before marriage. This is universal. This is not a church thing. You get. I'm not speaking as a church pastor. Now I am a pastor, but you get just this.
Yeah, that's biblical.
It's a natural law.
It's biblical.
Yeah.
Not even natural. That's biblical.
Well, everything's the word of God is the mother of every knowledge initially, but this is just natural. Let's talk about people that don't even know the Bible, that don't even go to church. To sleep with a woman before you marry her is considered a taboo.
And then, I mean, like, the funny thing is that we live in a world where this is like common beans. So if someone is hearing one, then they'll be asking them, why would I be doing that? What is it going to benefit me? If you're saying it's the right way
to follow the procedure, go ask for the woman from her parents, pay for her. If you pay,
I mean, like those payments
that just have to show your face only.
Yeah, I get that point. I'm talking about this particular instance, for example, like not sleeping with a lady before marriage, or sleeping with your guy before marriage. What does it benefit the person from doing that?
It's spiritual. Firstly, the spiritual part of it is that you don't bring a curse upon yourselves. Marriage bed honorable, bed undefiled. That means if you sleep with a person that you're not married to, you are making a covenant on wrong ground. So the foundation is wrong already. So even if you guys do choose to get married, that's where you see people fighting a lot in marriage, the chaos of marriage. Every marriage has its problems, but you see, the one that doesn't have a solid foundation, when the winds blow on it, it breaks. So when you do sleep with a woman or a man before you're married to them, it actually creates the wrong foundation for you.
Yeah, it and for example, it does make it. Okay, there's a gray area, but I'll start with this angle that it does open a gap for you to separate before marriage.
Yes.
Before you're actually doing
So a separation for me is not even like number one, sir. Because before you separate, you would have suffered first.
No, I might even say that you might not even make it to the marriage.
Yeah. Okay. You won't even. Yeah.
There's high chances.
High chances. You create that like
that space, that gap
that
for the
gap
for the enemy to
use. So this is where now the Bible says, don't leave room for the devil. So in fornication, in adultery, in masturbation, in all these things, covenants, any sexual activity before marriage opens that gap for the devil to use. So that's now the curse. That's where now we call the sexually transmitted demons. Our father would like that one.
Yeah,
he preaches that one big time. The demons, because when you sleep with a person, we've talked about this in our soul ties.
Go check out soul ties and
versus soulmates. When you sleep with somebody you're not married to, you take what's in them, and you bring it to you. You get even the natural transfer of the fluids and what is a sign that something from her is leaving her, coming to you.
Both ways.
This could be demons. This could be STIs. This could be whatever you like to call it. So all those things, they transfer. So the disadvantage of you sleeping with somebody before you marry them is the curse,
spiritually,
and sexual transmitted demons, sicknesses, and everything.
Unwanted
pregnancy is also a big one. That's like number one before the curses, and then the transfer, and then
spiritual doors and unauthorized
spiritual doors
opening. Because technically, even in marriage, when you get married, sex is a spiritual porthole.
It is.
So in the right context, it benefits you.
That's why they say when you do sleep with your wife, it's actually glorifying God.
Yeah.
So imagine if you're sleeping with somebody that's not your wife, then what are you glorifying?
Now imagine to you guys that have multiple, or ladies that have multiple,
5 women,
5 or 3 dudes, or you do not understand what you're doing to yourself,
to your lineage, your children. You left a mark that they will suffer with forever, sir.
Yeah, you're doing yourself another number.
It's not doing you any benefit trying to please the flesh.
Physically, it's actually a toll on you. Like I look at some of my friends that I know that are very active down there, and I look at myself, I'm like, whoa, because it takes a toll on your body. You engaging in unauthorized
sexual activities.
It does somehow.
Yeah. So those are the things you need to be mindful of. Don't sleep with a woman you're not married to. Just do it the right way. You're not gonna lose anything. I know women would shoot me for this, but like I always blame the women, sir, because they're the ones that are supposed to uphold the values and be like, a guy will always pursue a woman. That's it. But for her, she should be able to stand and say, if you really do want me, then go see my parents.
Yeah, I think what.
Yes, okay. The guy will be like, "Hey, I love you, baby. I'll marry you." I'll be like, "Yeah, fine. I want you too. Go see my parents. Go tell my father. Go tell my mother. Come show yourself." Because at the end of the day, I will have to explain to them how I got pregnant without a husband.
Yeah, but you can shoot the ladies, but I will also
shoot the guys
in the foot, because I feel like you cannot start something that you cannot finish. If you really want someone, then go to the end with it.
Okay, yeah, very true.
You're supposed to be a man of your own word, a word of your honor, because the Bible says that you shall, be like how Christ died for the church. That means you're supposed to go all the way. If you really genuinely love someone, then you should stand up and do what you need to do for them. Because if you can't do it before marriage, what are the chances of some of the things you would do after marriage?
But also the women, sir, they have to actually analyze and evaluate the guy's words. Guys are sweet talkers.
Yeah.
Oh, they will talk you into hell. They will talk you into the grave.
And some people are good at it. Shakespeare level.
Fellas are sweet talkers, and you know what? If a guy is actually hungry for you, he will go out of his way for you.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he will do everything, say everything you want to hear. He will treat you right. Wait until he gets the thing he needs.
And then boom.
And then now you're the one that's crying at the end of the day, saying that men are all dogs, men are all this. But you're the one that let a guy sleep with you and you didn't even evaluate him properly. You didn't even tell him about your parents. You didn't take him home. You didn't allow him to go and show himself before he even starts talking about sleeping and everything. The women are supposed to
on top
hold
of
those
that, it's
values.
unprotected and then
Unprotected and what
Yo.
and all that dynamics. So it's your duty as a woman. And then yes, I do blame the men because I also blame that we are not taught well about this.
because of but at the core foundation of it, if we're in this area, it's a generational thing that has happened over the years. Our generation doesn't value the act of sex as a very sacred thing.
Yeah,
I mean, like from TikTok to Instagram, you see these
media.
images, social media
has spoiled how we
so
actually see these.
like I'm surprised that some of these young guys that are still in school, the things they've been doing. There was one trending young, yo, it's crazy, sir. It's a mess out here. It's really a mess.
It's a big one, sir. And now we need to correct this now as the generations are moving on and things are happening.
Yeah.
We need to inform ourselves. We need to inform ourselves about relationships. We need to inform ourselves about how to keep marriages. You get, our fathers never really passed this information. So I've never had a discussion with my own biological
your own
father
dad,
about relationships, about marriage. Yeah, it's always been a thing of just don't disappoint your wife or just don't. Do this. He's never actually sat me down and say, "Hey, in our family, we struggle with this. We struggle with this. This is the type of people we need. This is what we need to look into. This is how I failed in my marriage. This is what happened. We never really get that
to sit down and
from our predecessors, and now we just figuring things out, and the devil is also feeding us his own information
and he's been a master at this because he knows the loopholes.
He started the problem.
He's just playing the same run.
He's just giving us the wrong information. How we deal. Women are like, I don't care, I just want a baby. Men are like, I'm not gonna settle down, I don't trust women. You get and there's nothing godly about that, sir.
Yeah.
There's no reason why a woman should be proud to see men as dogs.
Yeah.
I don't see why you're proud about that. I'm actually disappointed that your eyes are like that.
Well, you can't blame them because I think the type of men that she has,
she's opened herself to those men, sir.
Well, she experienced that. Yeah, I mean, like she has experienced that type of. Well, in that gesture, I just wanted to like give a sidebar. I think I want to give out a shout out to Pastor Black Newborn. I don't know that he's also doing a good initiative with That Husband podcast.
Yeah.
It's funny how it's called That Husband podcast. They're doing a good job. Like when you're talking about there's no information being
passed on. Yeah.
So they're doing that. Teaching that is especially if you want for dudes, especially if you want to be a great husband or you want to get married and be a good husband, or you're already married, I think you should really check them out because it's one of those, they're sitting down with well-seasoned people and they're talking about these matters. And because there is scarce, like what you're saying, scarce good sources of information that get down to sit down and give you like real game, not flip-flop game, like real stuff. So shout out to them though.
Yeah, that's really cool. And I think I've watched one of their pods and it was really perfect. I think he was with Lux or something.
Lux Kent. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Lux Kent.
Yeah. So they were talking about the relationships and how long he's been married and all that. So it's a very good podcast. You can go listen to it. It's That Podcast by Black Newborn.
Yeah, we don't gatekeep here. Before you say we have no.
Yeah. So this information that's being passed on, our fathers need to start actually talking about these things.
Yeah.
There's something powerful Daddy said, my father, Reverend Kingsley. He said, I saw David praying for Solomon when he was giving him the kingship and passing on the baton to him. But I never heard him teach him on relationships and woman dynamics and also pray against the curse of marrying many women. You get? So he gave him everything he needed to run the kingdom,
The
but he didn't
kingdom.
also tell him that, hey, my bro,
Relationship dynamics.
watch out for this in relationships. That's why Solomon married 1,000 women.
Taking it to the next level.
He just took it out way away from the next level. So he's far ahead of anyone in our time.
You went ahead and
I don't think even anyone in the future will ever reach that level.
1K, sir.
He
wasn't
taught
another
on
level.
He wasn't taught on relationships. Same thing that's happening now. That's why guys don't value women, don't value how to treat women. They don't think about those things or see those things as things of value. They just treat them anyhow.
And then they
sleep
have a
with them.
large number of men dishing out babies, and then you have daughters that are growing up without fathers.
Fathers,
and
children
then
with
it
them.
repeats
The
itself.
cycle keeps repeating itself. Problems keep happening. People keep fighting.
Yeah.
Problems keep increasing.
Increasing.
And the curse, the
Keep
one that
coming.
we all so ignorant of, the curse, it keeps upgrading
lingering.
itself.
Yeah.
Because now, if the first curse was that you slept with a woman and you didn't, the
You
second
didn't
curse
marry
now
her.
is that you did abortion to
this
hide the
one.
pregnancy. There's another
There's
curse
a double now.
There's the curse keep multiplying.
And then when you yourself, you kind of like living your life, like maybe, thank God if you realize that there's something wrong and you start to see the pattern. And then later on, you start to rewind. You realize where there's been a curtain of things that are happening.
Yeah.
Like there's a boy, like what you're saying, there's abortion. Your father didn't do this. Your mother, what did it? And then you're fighting these things as you are going forward. Some of us are like literally trying to clean a whole generation from the things that happened behind us because of these things. And it fights your progress in life
It does.
because you are trying to fight this issue before you actually start doing the necessary stuff.
It does actually fight you, sir, in so many ways. So now the secrets to actually us being able to sustain relationships, being able to succeed in marriage, being able to stay with a wife for forever. Because once you're married, you're married. That's how it is in my mind. There's no going back, sir. You
I
can't
think we would want to have a discussion about that, though. It's a really gray area.
For me, sir, there's no gray in this. You didn't know that the guy was a wife beater before you married him. You didn't know he was a drunkard.
Well, what
You
if?
didn't know he was a womanizer.
Wait, sir. What if he becomes very violent to the point that this can?
You didn't know he was
You
violent.
can lose your life in this.
You didn't know he was violent.
I'm just saying, sir. What would you say? Okay, let me say you're a pastor. I didn't want to bring it up now. We're gonna obviously
Deviate a bit.
deviate and I mean, like, you're a pastor, you are counseling someone and she's telling you this man is violent, I'm gonna die in this. You keep on strengthening, stay there, and then you wake up one day, you have a message on your phone, such and such died, and the husband is the one that killed her.
Hey, Jeremy, I don't know.
That's a gray area.
I don't know why you're asking me this question, because personally, I would never tell a woman to divorce her husband.
I'm just saying that's a gray area.
I would never tell a woman.
I feel like
or
that,
a man to even divorce his wife. If you feel like you,
I would never encourage that in my life.
that
but
would
I
have to come from you.
But
not
I'm just
from
saying there's some very, very gray areas where you're like, this is not gonna end well.
But you knew this. You went into this thinking you could
No
change it.
one knows that, sir.
Oh, sir, there's no way. I know exactly my wife, who she is.
No, you were lucky enough.
the
Some people never get to experience the monster one until they're inside, then the monster comes out.
That's why my opening statement, it's your duty to truly evaluate the person.
But you did say
Don't
this.
sleep with them first, and then
No,
want to
no.
look into them. Once you sleep with them, you're no longer gonna.
But
study the
anger
person.
issues is nothing to talk about. Let's say you didn't sleep with each other, sir, and you get married. This guy is
There's no
going.
way he's gonna be violent if he didn't sleep with you. The only reason why he's violent towards you is because you.
No, I'm saying you're now married. Now he's violent inside the house. It's a different story.
But you slept with him before you got married to him. So that's why you couldn't see the red flag.
He had anger issues from the get-go. What is that?
Yes, that you saw the anger issues, you ignored them because you were already sleeping with him. That's why, sir, we always tell women, don't sleep with a man before he marries you. That's why we always tell men, don't sleep with a woman before you get married to them. Because once you sleep with somebody, once you are sexually active with someone, that blinds you from seeing their red flags. That blinds you from seeing their green flags. Once you sleep with somebody, everything is green, sir. Everything works. Everything. Once you sleep with somebody, you always believe you can change everything. Until it's too late. Now you're in the relationship, you're married to the person, peradventure. The curse is there, it's working. Remember that curse initially that we talked about. So if you don't mind this curse and you take on the nature, when you are inside, obviously there are things you will see there that are worse than what you would have seen if you had maintained yourself and not slept with each other.
Yeah.
That's why it's important. So when you are getting into a relationship, or you are in a relationship, if you are godly dating, you already start a relationship, this is the things you need to be mindful of, sir. Number one would be emotional safety. Does the person give you emotional security? Is the person just there to sleep with you and go his way? Or is he there to add value to your emotional state? Help you become a better person.
That's also like that's one of the reasons why some guys do not date some other girls, or that's why they don't settle down with you. Because as a dude, one of the things that personally for example, I need to feel safe with you.
Safe,
because I'm gonna be vulnerable to you.
Yeah.
So if I'm not safe here, what
you need to be emotional. That's what you also need to offer your partner. That emotional safety,
space.
Be their safe space. Be comforting to them. Be encouraging to them. Their emotion, protect their emotions.
That's why that's one of the biggest issue also, because once you get married or once you start, date, whatever, you start to get to know each other. The thing that you're supposed to hold safe can be the same thing that you can use to destroy your partner.
Yes.
Because now I know things about you and blah, blah, blah.
Seeing things about me.
Them. I mean, in courtship, you guys are going to reveal each other. I'm going to ask you something. For example, I'm just going to use it. You're getting to know the person, then you ask, so have you slept with someone? Prevention, they say yes. Okay, I had an abortion. Now you know that information. Now it's up to you to protect her. Then now you weaponize that
and use that and be like, that's why we're going to
that's why
So so women, when you do get married to someone, the first blinker, the thing you should be targeting to see, obviously fear God, love God, church, whatever, I know that's very perfect.
That's very foundational.
But if you don't have those as your priority list, number one should be, does this person offer you emotional security?
Yeah.
Is this a safe space for you?
For me to
Will you grow in this environment? Because if you're not emotionally protected, then that also hinders your growth.
Yeah, it does.
It hinders your ability to be able to function.
Because you need to, depending on how fragile you are, you need to heal and stuff. And
yes.
Because everybody comes with their own baggage.
That's very important. The healing part of the emotional security.
And if the person is not also in a good space, they're just going to make things, that whatever wound you have or that scar you have,
dig it out.
They're going to dig it out and then you're going to be worse.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be
So you look at those things. It's not, you see, relationships are not about sex only.
Yeah.
Don't just think it's about just you're going to have good sex, and then if you have good sex, that means you're going to have a successful relationship.
I saw one thing that made me laugh though, so when you bring that out, when you say relationships are not all about sex. It's a nugget, it's a gray area where I think it's a minister of God, I forgot who it was, and he was saying it's good to keep yourself, not to get to indulge into sex before marriage, but just because you keep yourself doesn't mean it's a requirement for good sex when you get married. He was just trying to say that you still have to work towards everything, including your sexual life. Because people think if you do these things,
you don't need prior practice. That's important to say. Now I need to be learning how to do it. No, once the time comes when you have your wife and you're married and you paid for her, you will learn each other. You will connect
as you grow
with each other.
Because the point he was just trying to point across is that it's not only the sexual intercourse, but everything else. You have to, just because you did this part right, which is good, fundamental, but every relationship, because of the dynamics, you have to work it out with like this. If someone didn't sleep with you and they are traumatized and they have trauma and they don't work on it, when you get in there, it's gonna be a bomb.
It will bust in your face at the end of the day. If so, you have to analyze all these things. You have to analyze all these things and be truthful to yourself. Don't say I need companionship, I'm lonely, and what do I need somebody by my side. At the end of the day, once that person starts beating you, you won't even need anyone by your side. Once they start cheating on you and sleeping with other women, your friends and all that thing, you won't even need anybody by your side.
Yikes.
So be honest to yourself. You'd rather not get married if you marry somebody that will destroy your life, sir.
Yeah.
You would rather not be in a relationship if that relationship is not adding any value to your life.
Yeah.
I don't see why we're so in a rush to get married when we've got curses that we are battling with.
The thing is that I think we need to kill the Umjolo culture. That's what's destroying people. This thing of
So
not
easy
having,
now.
there is no intentionality behind it, what people are doing in relationships. Like that Umjolo culture, for me, it has to die. That's what's killing a lot of things, because people are just doing relationships without an objective of settling down. They're just like, let's have fun.
Let's just have fun
and see how it goes.
You want to have fun with another guy and then get married to another one.
Yeah,
My friend, you're a joker.
It's not gonna work.
You'll marry the one you were having fun with. Go to the one you were having fun with. It doesn't work like that. You give your best times or your best years to someone else, and then the worst of the years that are the most weirdest and awkwardest, you want to give it to someone else.
Like you have become dry bread, bro.
Oh, you don't do that. No guy wants to marry a girl that has been around the block.
Yeah,
You have to understand
apparently.
that. And if a guy does marry you that way, that means he truly values you, loves you. But at the same time, it's either your beauty has to speak in levels that natural beauty doesn't speak.
This is where I get to shoot the ladies now. Like what you were saying, that I'm always trying to protect you guys. You know me now. But in this one, it's like, for example, they always make this analogy. Why is that if a dude is sleeping around, he gets stars and badges, but if a girl is sleeping around, he carries a woman has a certain type of dignity she has to carry. Now, if you have too many, it disqualifies you as a woman. Unfortunately,
It's the way it's just designed.
it's kind of designed that way, and we're not saying
man should
homeboys should go out and become bulls and do what they want to do.
You are also a loser if you do
You're also putting yourself in a statement of a loser, like what was I saying. But as a lady, it really takes a toll on you more.
Don't compare yourself, women, with men and say, no, if a man can do it, then we can do it. No, you can't.
On a lady, it works against you more. Trust me.
At the end of the day, the man has to come and approach you to marry you.
And then now, if I'm hearing, and I know
all these 5 guys, and then you still expect me to be with you at the end of the day and still treat you as a good wife.
Unless if it's a Hosea type of situation.
And you know what the sad thing about it at the end of the day is that this thing will always, people will talk about it.
Yeah.
Even if you hide it, you move to a different city, get married to someone else. One day, the thing will come out that, hey, this girl, you got married to the city girl.
and you know what's worse about this generation? They record it. That's even worse.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the days, there wasn't these phones like that. They were not. Well, now, it's bad. So I don't know where do we get these things?
It's social media. It's the culture of the media. So they teach these things that, hey, let's do it like this. It's better when you are recording. It's better when you are at a mirror. They teach these things, and then we just follow these trends. And then
I heard one weird
us.
story on Instagram. They say these married men were doing it and recording their own wives. That's what I'm saying. Culture. What's going on with culture, sir? They were recording their own wives and selling it on con sites and making money from it. I'm like, where are we going? Where?
It's perverse. It's demonic.
That's highly.
It's perilous times. And it's only gonna get worse. From
Your
here.
wife, not your girlfriend.
It
sir.
gets worse from here, sir. People will do things that you can't even imagine. How will you see he's a womanizer when you're busy sleeping with him? How will you see that he's not genuine about you?
He takes things, substances, and
he's a drug addict. He's a junkie. He's an alcoholic. When you're busy sleeping with him, because now you are emotionally attached to him physically, and then now number two, you have already connected yourself with a covenant that is so sacred.
Well, usually it's always I can change him or I can change her.
You can't change anybody. If you sleep with them, it's gone. You're done. You're his wife. Even if you get married to someone else one day, you still have a husband you left there in the Eastern Cape.
That's wild.
You're a woman with two husbands. You're a man with three wives. And then number two, sir. So number one is the emotional security. Number two, relationships or marriage is about radical transparency. I say radical on purpose. Radical transparency. There's a difference between me telling you the truth and me being transparent. I only say the truth if you ask me.
Okay, I think it's the honesty versus transparency.
Yes.
Because honesty, you choosing what you want.
You choose what I'll say. The truth, I'll only answer your question truthfully, but I will never tell you what I won't be transparent
to
tell
everything
you beyond everything that you're asking, and the truth about what truly happened.
It's like you're saying, okay, you get late to a date. You say, yes, I'm sorry I was late because I had to go to do this, but you don't explain that you were doing something else that made you late.
Yeah, that made you late.
Yeah.
So that you have to be radically transparent. I think even my wife, we've gone through this road so many times. I'm not big on transparency.
Why?
I just feel like once you open yourself up, people have bullets to shoot you. Yeah. I've always had that in my head, like, no, hide the worst parts of you and what. But with my wife, so she's helped me to actually reach my point of transparency.
Okay.
I trust that woman with my life. She knows everything about me. She knows every single detail of my life. Everything. Past, present, future, to come. Things I'm even thinking. You get. I tell her that, hey, babe, this is what's going on in my mind right now. Help me pray about it. Or this is what I'm going through. Or help me, settle this. Or this is what I want to do. Or this is where I want to go. So relationships, you have to be radically transparent. You have to be transparent. You have to be open to your spouse, to the person you engage to. They have to know you, because now that's where now we have the problem. You are saying that I didn't know he was a wife beater until we got married. You get,
but how can a wife beater be transparent?
No, the wife beater might not be transparent, but if you are seeing those characters, you talk about it. You address them. When you're radically transparent, you don't see something that's a red flag and then you hide it and be like, nah, let me just forget about it. You
ask. Do you have anger issues?
Yeah. Or you address. But so being transparent is beyond just you confessing your faults. It's being able to see faults in others and help them correct them.
That's if they are up for the talk.
That's if they are up for the talk, but you have to find a way around that. If a person's not up to talk about their weaknesses, then I don't think you should be with that person.
Yeah, that's another red flag.
Yeah, that's a big red flag. If a person can do something and be like, no, I don't want to tell you, or I can't talk to you about it, then, because now if ever the police are coming to arrest them or something is happening, you have to be there with them. And then now you won't know what's happening. But if you knew their character initially, then you can help them to overcome that thing. If you're not transparent in your relationship, then you are setting it up to fail.
Yeah, because I think, speaking from a point of view from someone who's not married, I think because when you're seeing someone, you have to be transparent. It helps knowing like I gave an example earlier on, when let's say she tells you, I did this in my past. Now you will have to live with that and say, I can accept.
Be transparent about it.
Or I can't do this.
That my line ends at the part where you got pregnant.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
once you did abortion,
Now you decide, okay, I can carry this.
you can carry this.
Oh, I
weight.
like, yeah.
Some women say, they did abortion, the wombs were taken out, and then you're wondering why she can't give
She
birth.
can't get pregnant, and she's not transparent
She's not
about
transparent about it. So you keep
I
going
mean, until they meet one rugged prophet like our father,
yes,
then
or they
expose
go to one doctor that doesn't care,
Care about it.
emotions and what he will say the truth, and then now it's all about you didn't this, I don't want to break out from this marriage now. If you were transparent from the beginning, this marriage would have not even started, because the guy will tell you then and there.
Thank God
My
our father or prophet will say, I'll see you after service. Because he's very wise. That one you conceal it.
I think he's a bit of both, because
Nah,
some he's like, I know even if I tell you, you're not gonna change. I want to say so everyone will hear it, so that they will know I told you.
Yeah, but most of the
their
time,
cases, more than often, he's always like, okay, come sit here.
we'll
Let's
talk after
correct
service.
This is how this works.
It's supposed to go. And that would be a big shame. Now imagine having to have a counseling session, and prophetically he's telling you that the person you married doesn't have a womb,
Doesn't have a womb,
and they didn't tell you.
You're supposed to be transparent from the
Not
start.
not because they were born without a womb. They know what happened.
I know the fear of, if I tell him the truth now, then he's gonna leave or she's gonna leave.
Yeah,
You'd
but
rather let them leave, or let them decide to stay.
themselves.
Let it be their choice. That, okay, no, don't worry. I hear you, and more than often, you see, once you tell the person the truth,
They trust you more.
they're gonna trust you. They won't stay with you.
One
If they
caveat,
leave,
one
that means they
caveat.
weren't meant for you from the beginning.
Yeah. One caveat is usually this question is like for the ladies when they have a child, or the dude has a child. Say it from the beginning. Don't hide, so that the person knows. Know that you're down there and they're like, I have 2 kids.
What? We married for 2 years and you have 2 kids and you didn't even tell me.
Or when we're about to, that's when they will reveal like, what?
No, from the start, be open about it. I'm a mother of 2 kids. I'm like this, and let the guy decide to be like, okay, I can work with that. Or no, I can't work. Even if you love him beyond measure and beyond words, just be transparent.
To be
If they choose to
transparent.
stay, they will stay.
They will stay at their own accord. At least they have the information. They know how to deal with you.
To deal with it, how to go around it.
Yeah. Worse if it comes from
Someone
rumor, with someone who has other intentions for your guys' relationship. Maybe the friend likes you and then says, do you know my friend has a child?
Has this,
And
that.
then
Did she tell you that it's
boom.
like this? Now it's a taboo. Now everybody's laughing at you because now you couldn't be able to be transparent from initially. Just be transparent from the start. For it to work, be transparent. Be transparent. Be transparent. It's you have to be big on the transparency.
Yeah.
And even in marriage, sometimes I know we as men want to hide some stuff, like the finances. We want to hide some things. Just be transparent.
Yeah.
And teach your wife that, hey, I don't like it when I tell you that I've got money and then you want to spend all the money, or you want to do this, and when I tell you this is this, and then now you want to go overboard about it. Be transparent about your feelings, about your things.
Yeah.
Be transparent about your mindset, everything.
I think does transparency fall under communication, or communication is a separate part on its answer?
It falls under it. So you need it's because being transparent, you need to know how to put things.
That's another dynamic.
It is a dynamic. So because now you can't just say,
open the gate
and
like
then be
that.
like, hey, come, I want to talk to you. I have 2 kids.
Or you just text.
There's a way to put it.
I want to tell you something. I have 2 kids.
There's a way to put it and be like, hey, there's something I really need you to understand. You can sit down or do whatever you get. Let's go out for dinner and let's talk over this. There's something I want to tell you. There's something I want to address with you. Or even you, if there's something you're pointing out from your partner, your spouse, you have to have the art of communicating. You can also go back to our podcast, the art of communication. You communicate this. You have to be reasonable, responsible in your words, with your words. You get? So that's how it works. So yeah. And the third one, and I think I'll just leave it at this, and then the others we'll see as the year goes if we bring them up. The third one, the relationship dynamic, is love genuinely and appreciate each other. So it's
Love
love
genuinely.
and appreciate each other genuinely. Love and appreciate each other genuinely.
How do you go about setting a good foundation on that matter, sir?
Small efforts. If a person makes an effort, appreciate it. If somebody does something for you, well, even if it means nothing to you, appreciate them.
You know, I
Appreciation goes beyond just thank you or I'm received this. It goes even to the point of being able to care for someone else. You get care for the person, appreciate the person, their presence, their time. Sometimes I see people and they think marriage is easy. It's like it's simple. It is. No, trust me, it is simple. But there's
I feel like it's simple if you know
it.
what you're doing.
If you know what you're doing, sir.
Like
You
for
get-
that genuinely love someone else, I think it begins by yourself. I was writing a song I think yesterday. When I was writing about something like, how can you love your neighbor if you do not love
If you don't love yourself.
love yourself? So it's like, if you do not love yourself, I don't see how you're gonna love someone genuinely. Because genuinely loving yourself, you love yourself so much, you'll be like, okay. And now when in understanding the dynamics of relationship, like a relationship or a marriage now, deeper marriage is like, because you are one thing.
Yeah.
There's no like how our father takes that if you're slapping your wife, you're slapping yourself.
That means you're beating yourself.
You're not actually.
It's like your goat's head.
That's-
It's like you have a goat brain. Or
yeah,
chicken brain.
you are beating yourself. So if you love someone, there's no way you're gonna do certain things to harm yourself.
That person, yes, or yourself. That's true, sir. That's true. And if you love yourself, you appreciate your wife. You show them that you appreciate them. You love them genuinely. You give and make effort to want to be.
And you
with the person,
understand
to protect,
their what is this? Their love language, because some people are wired different. Some
And-
people,
and that's where now also having multiple relationship is a disadvantage because every person has their own
mechanism. The way they were
they
wired.
want love to be loved.
How they understand love
is-
in their own dynamic.
I think I've encountered a couple that know that a guy says how I know I love her is when I want to fight with her when she does the wrong thing. I'm like, no, that's not how it works, man.
That's toxic. That's toxic. That's toxic.
So, but for them, they fight, they beat each other, they what, and then I'm like, that's not my type of that's not my love language. Far from it, sir. I'm a peaceful guy. I want to be sane when I'm talking to my wife. I want to sit down with her and ask her questions, and she tells me, yes, yeah. You see this one? I can throw it, sir. I can throw it at any danger zone. But like, that's not my love language.
That's not for your wife.
I want to talk with her. I want to hear what she has to say. I want to understand her. I want to learn her. I want to emotionally connect with her. You get, and that's where now even the sexual part of things, being sexual with your wife, it's not just you just sleeping with her. It's a communication.
It's a communication.
You are talking to each other,
And I think
soul to soul, spirit
it's
to
a spirit.
body to body, flesh to flesh. So you become one person literally. And you don't want to connect with somebody that is toxic, and now you can feel the toxic energy. And
That's wild, sir.
you rise from that place, and now you're a different person. You're more angry. You're weird.
You are weird. I was about to say that one thing I have analyzed, when from the cultures that we have, like in the Umjolo culture, when you talking about sex, for example, in the context of love, genuinely love someone,
love.
as in that culture of Umjolo culture, it's all about performance. There's nothing like what you're saying.
Not about love.
It's for connection. It's for building, for genuine love. In Umjolo, is our performance like
it's just to release. Or
it's performance. Like you want to show that I can do this.
Yeah, you want to show that I can date
I can do this.
Most beautiful.
And then when you come and when you put the WhatsApp chat, I showed her, and some pictures will get leaked. Sometimes some people are insane.
So yeah, and women, I don't know how they think. You will send a guy your naked photos, your what with your face and everything, and then you think it's safe.
It's in one place. It's in one
Sorry,
phone.
sorry, my sister. Your pictures are all over the media now.
Yeah, you don't know. It maybe that and yeah. Thank God.
Don't do it.
Just
Nudes don't work. Don't do it. You're not gonna win a man by nudes. If you love him genuinely, he will love you genuinely. He won't ask you to do something that can create harm for you.
For you, that's not love.
It's not love, sir. That's not love. That's actually lust.
Last, like I always say, that how Christ sacrificed himself for the church. Sacrifice, love is one of the things that someone like the way the person sacrificed for you. That's why you're gonna, as a dude in our African culture, you're gonna sacrifice your time and energy, convert it into dowry money, only to go to
pay for the woman.
because you value she's not worth that. But it's
not, and I need us to move from that. Bride price is about the money. It's not about the money. It's about the sacrifice.
The sacrifice
that goes into being able to get this woman to be part of your life. Be one with her. Seeing her family and acknowledging their efforts and their contributions to making her the person she is.
It's about that. It's about giving honor to the parents. Then and even after taking her, you're continually, because she now takes her, it literally changes from her surname.
Hi Durban, this is Graceful from Garcia Pastries.
Hey, I'm Jerem, and we're inviting you to an amazing cake picnic.
So we'll be launching our very first bakery very, very soon. And we thought of a creative way to launch this bakery. And we said, why not build a community by hosting a cake picnic?
We want you to be part of our journey as we are starting a cinnamon roll brand called Garcia Pastries.
So what do we need you to do? This is how you can be part of the journey.
We want you to help us book an amazing venue. But how you're going to do this? By buying the tickets. The tickets will be going for $150. And
first 35 people will get an exclusive VIP tasting experience where we'll have our cinnamon buns at the cake picnic. You get the chance to taste them.
And the rule of the cake picnic is you pay $150, you bring your own cake, and we get to share the cake. And there's only 250 tickets on sale.
It's alive now and ready to be sold.
Parking will be there, jumping castle for the kids will be there. We're gonna enjoy so much pastry on that day. Bring your friend, bring your family. Let's build a community together as we launch Garcia Pastries.
Don't be left out. Don't be excluded from this. Like I said, it's part of building a community. See you at the cake picnic.
See you at the cake picnic. Don't miss out on this goodness and sweetness.
To your surname.
To become one with yours. Yeah.
That's how much sacrificial it is. And for her, it's even a bigger sacrifice because she's changing literally her identical name she has been attached to.
Leaves father, leaves mother to cleave onto her husband to become one and help
with you.
Build and become a new person entirely. Everything changes when you're married.
So if you're not ready for sacrifice, I think marriage is not for you.
It's
to be
not
honest,
for you. And then I think I'll add this one, sir. I'll add this one. There's number 4 of the dynamics, that forgiveness.
Yeah,
forgiveness, forgiving each other. It's a big one. One question I always say is that in marriages there are many things that happen, and some are very weird. Temptations are high when you are married. So if ever you do encounter problems along the way, you need to forgive each other. You need to forgive your wife. Sometimes you will say things you don't mean, and you're speaking
because
in
of
the
that
moment. Yeah, you're speaking in the heat of the moment, and you just you shoot at her. You shout at her for something, and she doesn't take it well, and she shouts back at you. But what's most important is that you need to forgive each other.
Yes.
No matter what you guys see, what you encounter, every marriage has its ups and its downs. Every marriage, when you live with somebody for too long, you always bound to have
familiarity.
Those clashes. Maybe your wife forgets that you hate seeing your stuff pile up in your wardrobe and stuff like that, and then she's like, do your laundry yourself. and then now that becomes a fight. You
Boom.
forgive each other. I don't want to go too deep in the forgiveness part of it,
But it's essential.
but yeah, it is essential. Even goes as deep as cheating and
Yeah.
womanizing, whatever. But all in all, you can you
Don't worry, man.
but all in all, you just have to be able to forgive.
Yes.
You
yes.
have to learn the art of
Forgiveness.
forgiving your wife, forgiving your spouse, and forgiving yourself as well.
Yes.
Forgive each other. It's highly imperative and important. I think for me, those are the dynamics. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's been a dope episode. We've gave you a lot of guys chunks of bones to chew on,
Yeah.
things to think about, things to reminisce, things to really go in deep. Especially if you are in a relationship.
If you are in a relationship, and
I feel like this is a dope episode. Yeah.
so we know that there are people that are in ungodly relationships,
Yeah.
and they don't know how to go about it now. You see, if you are
There's one way, so cut it off.
very true, cut it off. That would be the easiest way. Cut it off. But if you do want to pursue the relationship, you have to stop sleeping with each other. That's one.
That's one. You need
Stop
to fix
sleeping
it.
with each other. And then number 2, do the right thing.
Yeah.
Go see the parents for the girl, and also go tell your own family that you're ready to marry the girl, you want to marry her. I'm not talking about 16-year-old. If you're 16 years old, just shut up, my man.
And just
Sit
focus on
down,
school.
Focus on school. When you're done with school, done with everything, then you can talk about relationships. For you right now, it should be priority to build your profile, your name, build your business,
Get
your
older,
career.
understand, more
Yes,
wiser.
I'm talking about people that are ready for marriage and are in relationships. So if you're not ready for marriage,
that are into
cut off.
intentional relationship. But if you are in an ungodly, like what you're saying, it's
ungodly
a
relationship, then cut it off or do the right thing about it.
that's
Stop
if
sleeping.
you guys are really intentional about, like, you genuinely love each other.
If you
feel
love
like
each other and you see that this
there's
is
a
is your
future
wife,
in
yes,
yeah.
you see her that okay, she's a good woman and I want to stay with her and I don't want to lose her. Do it the right way.
If you have prophetic
Guidance,
if you have that advantage,
you can go ahead. If you
go
have a
ahead.
pastor, you have a father, even biological fathers can tell you if a woman is good for you or
yeah,
not.
like from that episode we heard from
Pastor Henry.
Henry.
Your father can tell you by just looking at the woman. By just looking at the woman, he can be able
to discern.
Discern or tell you, okay, this one is good for you or not.
Very
So
true,
also
very true.
use that. And in peradventure, your father and you yourself are seeing things differently. You'll be transparent and tell them what you like about it, how you want it,
and how you want to go about
do
it.
things the right.
The
Just
right
do
way.
it the right way. If it's never too late to save any relationship.
Yeah.
The only time when it's late to save any relationship is if you guys will be blinded by sleeping with each other.
Yeah. So you heard it from himself, the pastor himself, giving you wise counsel.
Pastor Wa?
If you have any questions towards this topic anymore, put them in the comment section. We'll definitely attend to them.
Yeah. We'll try bring also a woman that
Yeah.
can speak for women in relationship dynamics and all how they
Let's
see.
see how they
And
see
I hope
it.
you enjoyed my wife's own parts, the red flags, green flags.
Yeah, that was a dope
It was,
pod.
it was really nice being with her on the pod.
Yeah.
She makes me talk too much and then she talks as well. So
Boom.
we forget that we've got watchers and listeners.
So if you really enjoyed it and you feel like you want to bring us, comment in the comment section.
Put it there.
Don't forget to do the good stuff, the sharing, the commenting, the liking, the subscribing. Remember, we have a 500 subscriber hit goal we need to get.
If we get to 500, we've got a raffle going on. And also we've got a very special guest we want to bring. But we don't want to bring them unless we've got those 500 subscribers.
And also okay, I'll do this separately. I want to do this separately. I'll do that separately. I'll talk it on a different time. Not now, it's too early.
Okay.
But so we're working on something and it'll be coming out soon.
Shout outs.
So
love you.
we love you and we gotta leave you from Pastor Wandile and Jeremy K, the Dream Dream Creed. Love and blessings. We out.
I love you, my wife.
Trust in your plans, trust in your process, trust in your plans, trust.